Hey guys, okay, so my update today, some of it's EDS related, some of it's not. I have to go to Will's Eye Hospital for my eyes. As you can see, I am wearing glasses. They're readers, and I can only see like this far in front of me, if that. I might be trying to find a different frame for readers, or I might just stick with these. I'm not sure because of the way I'm seeing. I can't see anything at distance, and I can't see anything like super close up without the glasses. The distance thing I can't see at all. Everything's just color coded, so I can't even see myself on my camera. So I don't even know what I look like. I probably look like a mess. And unfortunately, because of me having ehlers-danlos syndrome, they are having a specialist look at me in their clinic because of the fact that I'm also on state insurance, so it's not like I could go to one of their private doctors that works there. So that's all fine and dandy. Jesse and I did figure out that I was allergic to one of the foods I was eating, possibly two of them. So we have completely cut them from my diet so that my weight loss will be seen on Monday when I see the GI doctor. So the allergic reaction I had, basically my face got strawberried, basically. So like this whole section of my face right here to here was red and inflamed, and then my stomach bloated out to where I gained 15 pounds in less than 24 hours. And that is one of the symptoms of me having allergies that a lot of doctors do not understand. So it's very hard. So I had to remove that food from my diet, and that was the beef sticks, where I would peel them to eat them because of not being able to swallow solid food. So that is completely off of my new eating agenda, and so are my Lay's potato chips that I was eating to try and taste what regular food tasted like. I feel quite defeated by it because of the fact that I thought I was doing right, because I was trying to not let my not being able to eat solid food get in the way of me tasting things, and I have to admit that it does. And I also have to admit that I cannot take any chances anymore, because I already had 2 choking instances this week. I've been talking to other people on EDS Inspire. I've been talking on their board a little bit about the swallowing thing. I'm finding out that it's more and more common for people with ehlers-danlos. I've also, aside from my post there, I've been watching other videos on YouTube because it makes it, seeing other people go through it with me while I'm doing it at the same time it's helpful, because I know that I'm not crazy, because this does happen. And this messed up thing is, I have my physical doctors telling me basically that it's all in my head, and I have my psychiatric doctors telling me, no, this is strictly physical. I don't know why I'm seeing you. And it's hard, because the depression that you get from not being able to eat, the depression you get from not being listened to by physical doctors is hard. And then on top of that, dealing with all of these physical ailments and trying your hardest to do the physical therapy at home, because I no longer can go to the physical therapist I was going to, because they were not going to fight my insurance company on giving me only 6 visits a month. That's not enough for me. When you have ehlers-danlos, you need to see the right people. And obviously, that physical therapist was not one of those people, because they didn't pay attention to what was happening to me. They didn't listen to me when I said that I couldn't ride a bike because of the pain. They didn't listen to me when I tried to give them the book to read. Sorry, I'm like crying right now because it's so hard to just not be heard. And it's so hard when you go to a doctor, like I went to an orthopedic doctor earlier this month, and I was talking about my upper back pain. And that doctor said, no, it's because I'm in the wheelchair. But I'm in the wheelchair so that I don't hurt myself when I fall and pass out. So it's kind of like everything I do to protect myself is hurting me in some way, shape, or form. And it's really not fair. And I don't know what to do. And my psychological doctors don't know what to do. And everything else. So it's very hard. So that is my EDS update for right now. It is basically the Friday before the 24th, which is a Monday. The 24th, I am seeing my cardiologist and my GI doctor in hopes that they can help me. I do have my Amazon wish list tagged in a couple of my posts that I've made on YouTube, because I do need help getting the things that I need because of this illness. I do not have unlimited funds. I do not have as much as people think I do. I am on state insurance. I only receive welfare for food stamps, medical insurance, and then I receive SSI for a mental problem, not even my physical problem, because my physical problem with the EDS just got diagnosed within the last year. It's so hard to deal with. So the list that's there is, sorry, I had to look at the phone. The list that is in the description box of some of my videos is my wish list for Amazon. There is a clear locket that is listed, as well as a pair of glasses so that I have frames for my lenses to go in when I get my lenses. The clear locket, I'm going to be putting something on the front of it and then hiding my medication on there, well, in it, so that I can wear it on my neck when I go places, so that I don't have to have the whole bottle loaded up in my bag. And then I can just take pictures of my prescriptions to show doctors, so that I do not accidentally get the wrong medicine and things like that. I'll have the right doses, the right medicine, and everything on me in the locket. Christine Doherty, I think that's how you spell her name, say her name. She was the one that was showing about the clear lockets and how it could hold pills. So that's why I put it on my wish list for Amazon. I do have other things to help me on that list, as well as the fact that I desperately need wheelchair extension handles, because Jesse is taller than me and my wheelchair is made for somebody my size. So when he tries to push it and he's having a hard time, he has to bend over and he's not able to push the wheelchair properly. So that's what's happening with that. So hopefully things get fixed up and everything else, and hopefully you can see the rest of my other videos. They go back to roughly when I first started having problems and I finally got the name of the syndrome that I have, which is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, hypermobility type, and I am on the hypermobility something or other spectrum. You know how it is. Doctor lingo versus people lingo. The only reason why I have the Ehlers-Danlos hypermobility diagnosis is because there is possibly, and I do mean possibly very loosely on it, that other people in my family have it. The hypermobility spectrum disorder syndrome, sorry about that. That one is what is the new classification for those who they do not have a genetic link. Because they do not know all of my family history, because nobody else in my family has gone to get diagnosed and everything, I have both labels on me, and I keep my medical binder with me when I go to these doctors, because that first section is my diagnosis, because it's so important to have everything with you when you go to doctors. It really is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you are not carrying a copy of your medical records proving your diagnosis with ehlers-danlos, in all reality, they're going to think that you're lying, because they think it's something that's made up, because they've never seen patients. I've had several doctors who I was told by secretaries that they knew what they were talking about, and they didn't. So it's one of those things we have to learn to adapt with having ehlers-danlos, and there's no way that we cannot adapt to what's happening to us, because there's no way out. You're trapped in your body, and your body is failing. And I'm so weak, and the doctors just see this person who looks fat sitting in a wheelchair, and they think that nothing is wrong with me because I look so fat. I get told that I can't possibly have ehlers-danlos because I'm fat. Ehlers-danlos does not discriminate. It's there. And if you are hurting and you're in pain and you have this stuff going on, please go to a doctor. Keep going until you get the answers you need. I was 33 when I got diagnosed. 33. I should have been diagnosed as a child because of how many dislocations I had. But I wasn't. And I just hope and pray that if you are suffering, that things will get better. That maybe having a diagnosis will help you get the things that you desperately need. Pain management doesn't always work, and with this war on opiates and everything else, it's so hard. I'm allergic to codeine, so the only pain medicine that's left is morphine. And now I'm being denied the morphine to go home from the hospital with because of this stupid stuff that's going on with these stupid people who are overdosing. It's preventing those of us who really need it from getting it. And it's not fair. It's not. Because people like me need it. We need the help. We need to manage our pain. We need to be able to live a normal life. And it's so hard. It really is, to try every single day just to be normal. To try every single day to not have a bone pop. To try every single day to not be discouraged. And it's hard. It really is. And I just hope things work out for whoever is watching this and needs the help. I hope you get the help you need.